Okay, it's getting quiet. Good morning, Rotarians.
Morning.
We'll start as is customary with our invocation, and Mary Jane has volunteered to lead us.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this day, and we thank you for these students. Lord, we just ask that you bless them and continue to protect them. Lord, we just ask that you have us go out and shed your love and your light in our communities. In your precious holy name, amen.
Amen.
Now, if you follow me with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation,
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
all right, good morning, folks. We have a great meeting today. We've got our students back with us for Student of the Month presentations. We've got a number of guests today. First and foremost is Carol Hughes, our district governor, and she's here twice. Okay. Carol was up till what, midnight last night or later, I'm sure, but she'll tell us that story here in a few minutes. I got her email that was at 12:05 in the morning, I think it was, from last night. So she's been a busy lady. Robin is going to have a special guest here in a few minutes. Obviously, Peter can't hear me, so I'm going to yell.
You're competing with the ventilation system, and therefore it's a difficult thing to hear.
Okay. All right. I will speak as clearly and loudly as I can. We have, of course, Susan here. Wilkinson is our assistant district governor. Got her on Zoom. And the usual suspects here, Harry and Don, are also with us remotely on Zoom. But we're getting fewer and fewer Zoom participants, which is great. We're seeing more friendly faces here, which is wonderful. I'm not going to introduce the students and their parents here because the principals will be doing that very shortly. But what I'd like to do is just, we're going to have a great meeting. We're going to be talking about Student of the Month. As I say, Carol's going to be speaking here, and then we'll get into the rest of the details here. We'll be talking about the golf outing and a number of other things. So without any further ado, I think we'll start off with, would we like to start off with Clermont Northeast here with TJ?
Good morning. I appreciate you having us back in person. It is great to be back here recognizing some of our best and brightest, and today is no exception with Natalie Hirth. When we started the fall sports season, I got up in front of all of our families and our student athletes, and I talked about how it is incredibly important, one, yes, that we have great athletes, but more importantly, I want to have the best kids in the league. I want kids who are team players, who are dedicated, who care, who are compassionate, gritty, and want to make the school and their team a better place. And I think no one exemplifies that better than my Student of the Month this month, which is Natalie Hirth. And I wish we could take more credit for her success, but that is all due to her parents, Terry and Carl, who are here with us. They have done an absolutely fantastic job of raising her and also her sisters, who we were lucky enough to have at the high school. Natalie is generous, she's kind, she's hardworking. She is a leader who is willing to put herself out there in front and puts her teammates' needs ahead of herself. She is a member of our volleyball team, our softball team, the National Honor Society, and Student Senate. Outside of school, she volunteers with her church youth group. She has volunteered at community dinners. And this past spring, she organized and led a fundraiser for a fellow softball teammate who was in a very bad car accident and raised a tremendous amount of money to support her and her family. We've been incredibly blessed to have Natalie with us at the high school, and I know she has big plans and a bright future ahead of her. So, Natalie Hirth.
Hello, I am Natalie Hirth, and First off, I would like to thank Clermont Northeastern and my principals, Mr. Glassmeyer and Mr. Haupt, for nominating me for the Batavia Rotary Student of the Month. Secondly, I would like to thank the Batavia Rotary for giving me this opportunity to accept this award. And my goal is to continue out throughout high school and work hard and to graduate with honors. And for the future, I have not yet finalized my plans, but I want to go to college for either a business degree or a degree in education. And once again, I would just like to thank you all for this recognition and for this opportunity.
Morning, Natalie. We
Good
met,
morning.
but I'll shake your hand again. And excuse me, let me just step over here. I have all kinds of things I'm going to give to you here. And first of all, it's an extreme pleasure for me on behalf of Rotary to welcome you here this morning. And it's just really, really wonderful. This is our favorite Tuesday of the month to meet people like yourself, Brandon. And it really gets us going this early in the morning. Rotary is a service organization. We care about the community, and you obviously do too. And that's wonderful. That's why we're so proud to give you what we're giving you here today. When you arrived at school, there was a culture there, and you obviously have taken that culture to the next level. And that's what good leaders do. And not only that, you know, I'm sure you've been doing this a long time. I'm sure you just didn't arrive at school 3 weeks ago. Faculty said, "Wow, where'd she come from?" You know, she's really grew during the summer. You've been doing this a long time, obviously, because you're the first student of the month for the year. And there's only 9 that get this award. So I hope you're proud of that. We're very proud to give it to you. As you've been leading the last several years, whether you realize or not, people have been watching. And there's younger people that hopefully will carry on when you move on to wherever you go. And they've been watching saying, that's who I want to be. You know, that's what I want to do. And that's just a wonderful thing, especially somebody your age. And you still have 8 more months to make your mark. So keep the work up. And when you arrive, wherever you arrive next year, hit the ground running. Don't stop. Continue being the leader and the person that you are. And today we have for you a Scholastic Achievement Award. We have a report that always comes in handy. We have a $50 gift certificate to Applebee's. And we have the Rotary Honor Cord, which you can wear at graduation. And we hope you wear it proudly. We hope when you look at it down the road, it'll come quickly. You think of Rotary, and please remember how proud we are of you. Thank you. Good job. Good luck. Thanks. We're gonna get some pictures.
I'm going to take 2. Here we go. First one. And one more. Could you hold your speak it up? Suitable. Here we go. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
All right. Secondly, we have Tim from Batavia here. He'll come up and talk about his Student of the Month. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to thank the Rotary for having us here and giving us the opportunity to recognize one of our students today. kind of want to give you an update on what's happening at Batavia, given that we haven't been in person in a while. We are building 2 brand new buildings. We started that process recently. Our high school and junior high are now fenced, and the construction is now beginning for 2 new schools. I am delighted to say the energy in our building at 6 a.m. is incredible. Our football coach is also our weight training coach, and that building is alive at 6 a.m. in the morning. We have a new suicide prevention program at Batavia. We've joined forces with Hope Squad to provide that. Our students are involved in that program. We have expanded our AP offerings. We now offer 12 different courses in advanced placement. A student in our building can earn up to 36 college credit hours from AP credit in our buildings. Student that we're going to honor today, Brandon Sauter, is taking 5 of those courses this year as a senior. Brandon is, before I get there, just one other quick thing. Sarah Erickson, we honored her last year. Just to give you an update, she did get into Harvard and is attending Harvard University. Brandon, student that we're honoring today, is a 3-year varsity wrestler. This will make his 4th year this year. His record's 127-7 in wrestling. Placed 3rd to state competition last year. He is a 2-time Greco-Roman champion. He also won at the Romer Cup winner in Germany in Greco-Roman. He is a member of the NHS Society. He is the secretary of that. He's a member of the Spanish Honor Society. He is the current captain of our soccer team and has played varsity sports now for 4 years. Brandon currently holds a 4.27 GPA. And just to tell you the competition, that's 9th in his class right now. So without any further ado, I would like to introduce to you Brandon Sauter.
First off, I'd like to thank Batavia Rotary Club for giving me the chance to come up here, and also Mr. Derrickson for picking me to represent our school. Currently, right now, all I plan on doing is excelling in my 5 courses that I'm taking this year, and also excelling in my sports as well. Some future things is I am planning on majoring in nutrition, and some colleges that I've just been looking at and we've talked to and had interest in is Case Western, the Naval Academy, and Franklin and Marshall. And I just want to say again, thanks to everybody.
Congratulations, Brandon.
Thank you, sir.
You certainly set the bar high and you certainly succeed. Let me step over here so I can be on screen for the virtual folks. And would you like to take a minute just to introduce your guest?
So I have my mother back there. I have my dad right there. And then I have my freshman sister right there. All support me no matter what.
Great. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And to your family and to Natalie's family from Rotary, thank you for what you do, for setting the bar as high as you set it, and for encouraging this young man, that young lady. I'm sure that has been a big support to you over the years.
For sure.
And but nevertheless, you've done it on your own. Congratulations. And not only have you done it, and not only are you talented and gifted, you're willing to share that with others and get involved in the community and get involved with your school. And that's wonderful. Unfortunately, we're living in a time when not many people are doing that. Everybody's concerned about individual rights this day and age, and not necessarily the community. It does my heart good to know there's people like you and Natalie out there that are willing to get involved and set the bar high for others. And again, thank you on behalf of Rotary. Rotary is a service organization, and we love to see people succeed and make our community a better place. And you do. You make your school a better place.
Thank you, sir.
And when you arrive to where you arrive, again, keep it up. Make sure you make your mark this year, this school year. It'll go quickly. And in the future, and I have no doubt that you will. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for being here. We have for you also a Scholastic Achievement Award. And we have the memory report. And we have a gift certificate for $50 to Texas Roadhouse. And then we have the Rotary Honor Cords, which you can wear at graduation. And it gives me a great deal of pleasure and pride to present that to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Best of luck to you. Thanks.
Air Force Academy, not the Naval. I gotta take a couple.
These are hanging doesn't.
Here we go. 1, 2.
We get a group.
Now we're gonna do the,
Yeah.
Standards.
Yeah, we probably do.
Just to make sure.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be back.
Thanks. I appreciate you.
Thank you. All right, we'd like to thank our students of the month. Really are proud of them and we wish them well. We're going to continue on with our meeting. I know the kids have got to get back to school. You're welcome to stay, but I'm sure that you need to get back to your studies. It sounds like you got a lot of work to do. So thank you for coming. All right. All right. Without further ado here, I think we'll get Carol up here and get an update on the district and many things, and then we'll continue with the rest of the meeting after Carol is finished. Okay. Okay.
I know you've got the big mega banner here, but this is what I'm supposed to deliver to you
Oh, well, look at that.
personally
Okay.
for you to keep
Well, very nice.
as your year.
Thank you.
And congratulations on being president.
Okay.
of
Thank you
course.
so much.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab that. I'm just going to turn this microphone around a little bit. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Good morning, everybody. So my name's Carol Hughes. You might be able to tell that. So I'm your district governor. And what does that mean? In each district, so Southwest Ohio is our district, District 6670. And on the bottom of the banner, you can see a map of Ohio if you want to take a look at that later. There are 5 districts in Ohio. So I'm the elected official for 6670. Don't know if you all know, you've got 2 past district governors in the room. Mac Hickman and Peter Weigland both served as district governor before me. So it's been a number of years, but yeah, but I feel honored to be in their presence because they helped me to where I am today too. So in District 6670, we have 48 Rotary clubs. We actually have 47 official clubs. And then we have one, you may have seen the announcement at the end of June, we have one satellite club. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about satellite clubs further into the presentation. A satellite club is an offshoot of another club, and I'll tell you more about that. Here's our theme this year, Serve to Change Lives. And in front of you, I put a pin so that I hope you proudly wear that theme pin this year. Some of you have already put it on your lapel. I'm glad to see that, but take it with you and wear it proudly. I want to share this quote with you to start off. This is really important to me. Paul Harris started Rotary in Chicago in 1905. In 1935, this is what he said. This is a changing world. We must be prepared to change with it. The story of Rotary will have to be written again and again. That was in 1935. Put that in today. Put that into our lives today. 18 months of turmoil, 18 months of uncertainty, 18 months of uncertainty within our Rotary clubs. How do we do Rotary now? Obviously, 18 months ago, we weren't doing all of this. We didn't have cameras and microphones, and we didn't have Zoom. We didn't have people Zooming in. None of that existed. So we've had to modify and change. We're glad to see people coming back to Rotary in person. Who knows where that might go if things progressively get worse again with this new virus variant. But I'm hoping that we can stay together. Rotary was founded on fellowship, friendship, social aspects, and a desire to serve others. And so we need to come back together and enjoy those things again as we progress through our year and the next coming years. So here is our actual theme, and I want to talk about logos for a second. I'm supposed to do the message from Rotary International. This is called a lockup logo. So on the left and at the top of the screen here, you can see the master brand logo. Master brand logo is the word Rotary in that font and that color with the yellow wheel next to it. And that is our official Rotary logo now. If you turn backwards, on the top of your four-way test banner back there, you've got just the Rotary wheel. That's perfectly fine to use it like that. If you had words next to it on that banner, it would be suggested that you need to order a new banner. Your shirt is fine to wear for the foreseeable future. But if you order a new shirt, you're supposed to do this. And further into the presentation, I'm going to show you your official logo for your club. So if you order club shirts or hats, or you make flyers for an event, etc., you need to use the official logo. The lockup logo is being used with the annual theme logo here. If you partner with another organization to do an event, go to the brand center and you can create your own lockup logo with Rotary. And you could do Rotary Club of Batavia over here with the other organization's logo next to it. And that is also an approved official logo for a joint event, just so you know. So that's the end of my spiel about that. Okay, so this gentleman is called Shekhar Mehta. He is our international president this year. He's a member of the Calcutta Mahanagar Club in India. Fantastic speaker. Fantastic gentleman. His English is impeccable. He just spent 2 weeks in Chicago. When you have a board meeting at your nonprofit organization that you're involved with, I bet it's an hour once a month. The Rotary board meetings are 10 days every quarter. So everybody flies in from around the world for those meetings. Huge deal. And, they vote on all kinds of stuff. He likes to use short phrases that we can remember. And the first one I'm going to talk about is think big, do big. He brings up think big, do big all the time. He talks about setting goals. He talks about increasing membership. And thank you, Alan, for paying attention to your goals for your club. This is what he said at one of our trainings earlier this year. He joined Rotary 30 years ago. 30 years ago, guess how many members we had? $1.2 million. 1.2 million members. I don't know where dollars came from there. I must be tired or something. Guess how many members we have today? 1.2 million members. He wants us to get to 1.3 by July next year. And this is how we're going to do that. We're going to think big and do big. We're going to set big goals for our Rotary clubs. If we want to increase from 1.2 to 1.3, we need to all increase net by 8.3%. So for your club, I'm guessing that's around, you need to increase by like four members in the next 12 months. Can you do it? This is how we're going to do that. This is how. Next one he talks about, each one bring one. He wants every single person in Rotary during the next, I'm going to say 10 months now, because that's what's left of our year, every single person to invite somebody to come to either an event that you're doing, a social event, a fundraiser that you're doing, a service project that you're doing, or even join you for Dunkin' Donuts on a Tuesday morning for breakfast. Each one bring one. Now, each one bring one, invite somebody. Some of them might join. You just don't know. But try and think, who can I invite? Who would be a great Rotarian? Who would enjoy the fellowship and the fun and the social time and the opportunity for service that you all enjoy in your club? Here's another way. Each one bring one is one way. Another way to increase your membership is by starting a satellite club. And I'm really pressing on this hard this year. A satellite club is part of your club. This is how you increase your membership. Here's the theory behind starting a satellite club. So you meet on Tuesdays. I bet there's people in Batavia or Clermont County that would love to be involved with your Rotary Club, but they can't meet on Tuesdays. Tuesdays are completely out for them. And they definitely can't meet at 7:30 a.m. on Tuesdays. I bet you've heard that over and over again, and people are nodding. Who do you know that would love to be part of your club, but can't do Tuesday at 7:30? But they could do Wednesday at 5 o'clock at that restaurant down the street or that bar over there. Or they could do Thursday morning for breakfast. Think about this. All you need is one champion within your club that talks to a couple of people and gets something like this started, gets the conversation with 2 people, maybe 3 people. When they get to 8 people, they fill out a form and they send it to Rotary, and they become recognized as an official satellite club that's part of your club. They are listed on your club roster. They are not separate from you. They are part of you. They only become separate from you when they charter as an official Rotary club. And this is happening all over the country and all over the world. We have one new satellite club in our district. I'm looking to start maybe 6 or 7 this year. And I've got lots of clubs who are saying, you know what, this is a great idea. This is how we're going to grow our membership this year. Each one bring one, or think about starting a satellite club. All you need is one champion. It might be you. It might be you. It might be you. Don't know who that might be. It's real easy to do. Just start the conversation. Okay, we're going to do some Rotary Days of Service, and one is coming up soon. A Rotary Day of Service meets the 4 criteria on the screen here. It has to be more than one Rotary club, and I know you partner with Cincinnati East Side on some things. There may be another club you partner with. It has to be 2 Rotary clubs, 1 other organization. Maybe it's United Way, maybe it's the schools, maybe it's something else. Friends, family, neighbors are all also encouraged. So community members, bring them on too, and then you document your event and you get recognized by Rotary International. You document it on Rotary's website. These 2 dates on the screen here are district-wide Rotary Days of Service. The first one is September 25th. We are doing a bed build. You've probably seen the messages. I hope Alan's been sending them out to you. We're doing a bedding drive within our district. The bed build is fully funded. We just need bedding packs. And I just ordered 4 from Amazon for $35 a piece, a twin bed set, $35. If you do a bedding drive in your club and you need me to run and get everything from you to take it to the bed build on September 25th, somebody just needs to let me know. But we would love if you would participate. April 30th is going to be another Rotary Day of Service in the center of Dayton, and it will be in conjunction with Rebuilding Together Dayton. This organization keeps seniors in their homes by helping maintain their homes for them. So this is a national day of service through Rebuilding Together, and we're with the Dayton chapter. We're going to be the volunteers for the day. So Rotarians will be helping to do some projects around people's homes. Days of service. One initiative Shaker talks about a lot is empowering girls. Did you know that women make up more than 2/3 of the world's 796 million illiterate people? So 2/3 of illiterate people are women. Think about how challenging that is for women around the world, and how disadvantaged that makes girls going into motherhood, going into adult life. They're already disadvantaged. And then 62 million girls around the world are not in school today. And millions more are fighting to stay in school. When there's no bathrooms in your school, every month for 1 week, girls don't go to school for obvious reasons. How can we in Ohio empower our girls? And you're going to start seeing more information about this, maybe a mini project that you could jump on to help to empower girls in our area as well as around the world. So look out for that. That'll be coming soon. Shaker also wants us to really take a deep dive into diversity, equity, and inclusion. How can we as Rotarians be more open and inclusive, fair to all, build goodwill and benefit our communities? Who do you know that would be a fantastic, upstanding, character-filled Rotarian that maybe doesn't look like you? Who do you know? Who do you know in business? Who do you know? We're not trying to meet a quota here. We're trying to invite everybody to become part of Rotary. What a wonderful organization we all belong to, and what a wonderful organization other people might want to belong to that don't right now. Let's be more inclusive. We're going to be doing a Youth Peace Symposium in April next year. This is kind of piggybacking on RILA, and I know you've sponsored students to RILA because I go every year with Mac. Mac takes all the pictures. This year, we've pushed it back to October 22nd through the 24th at Camp Kern. Are you sponsoring students this year? Do you know? Yeah, no, not this year. But we're going to be coming back to the April, actually, it will be at the end of March in 2022. And this event will follow that. So all of the RILA students and their friends will be invited. And maybe we need to invite your students of the month too, if you want to keep in touch with who those are. But we've got 7 college professors from the Dayton area that are going to be addressing the students about peace, equity, justice, inclusion, and they're going to do a project during the day and go back to their schools and start a peace initiative within their schools. Can't think of a better project for us to do. This is a peace initiative that we're supposed to do within our district. This is how we're doing it in our district. We are also doing a gala dinner in the spring next year at Carolyn Park, which is in the center of Dayton. And we will wrap that dinner around district conference business. So district conference next year will be Friday evening with a day of service on Saturday. And that's the Rebuilding Together Dayton project. Let's talk a little bit about the foundation. The Rotary Foundation is the fuel that keeps the Rotary engine running. As you all know, we can't do all this work around the world without donations from our clubs, without donations from our members. It's important that you look at this. You probably may have seen something from Frank Scott about a new program that we're rolling out this year. It's called the 125 Club. We're encouraging members to give. And if you already do this, you're already recognized as a 125 Club member. $100 to the foundation and $25 to Polio Plus. That's what we're asking everybody to consider. We want to transform your gifts into service projects around our district, around your community. And you know that any donation that you make to the foundation, a portion of that money comes back to our district. And that's how we do district grants. Have you been recipients of district grants in the past? Yes. That's where that money's coming from. It's your donations coming back to our district. Polio. We're this close to eradicating polio. Here's some stats for you. In 1988, there were 350,000 new cases of polio around the world. It had already been eradicated from the US by 1988. But in 1988, 350,000 plus new cases just in that 1 year. This year, how many new cases? 9 so far. 1 in Afghanistan, 8 in Pakistan. Afghanistan is this close. I just hope things don't get interrupted by the troubles we're seeing overseas right now. But anyway, we really are getting so close. 2 countries left, 9 cases this year, and here we are in September announcing that. One day, one focus. World Polio Day is October 24th. You have a Dunkin' Donuts in town. Have you ever done the Dunkin' Donuts Purple Pinky Finger Donut Day? Probably not. Okay, Dunkin' Donuts partners around the country. They make those donuts that are about this big, and they paint the top of it with purple icing to represent children being inoculated around the world, where there really isn't good record keeping of those children. They paint with indelible permanent ink their pinky finger nail. So when they walk into a village and all these children come running up, they're showing their finger to show that they've had the vaccination. The children that don't have that indelible ink on their finger, we know they have not yet been vaccinated. So Dunkin' Donuts does a fundraiser for polio every year. Lots of clubs around the country partner with your local Dunkin' Donuts, buy donuts, take them to the schools, to the fire department, to the police department, to the nursing homes. So your club could do this as a project. You all chip in and buy donuts, take them to your service industries in your community, and you get a kickback to your club from Dunkin' Donuts. Somebody could champion that. That could be a way for you to make a donation to polio this year. It's just an idea. Okay, let's talk about your club. And here's your official Rotary Club of Batavia logo. So when you make new shirts or flyers, this is what you need to use. And I know it's tiny writing here. So I know, Brandon, you're the secretary. 31 members are listed in DACDB, 26 on Rotary.org. So I'm not sure. Have you got honorary members in your club that you've got listed on? Okay, well, maybe could you take a look at that? I just got this yesterday. So apparently, according to Rotary, you've got 16 men and 10 women, so 26 members. Here's the thing. If you really do have 31 members, but you've only got 26 listed on Rotary, you're not paying for those 5 members that you should be. If you've really only got, I just wrote check. Okay, so something's wrong here then. Okay, so will you take a look for me? So you've obviously got 31 members, and thank you for letting me know that. Great job, Alan, on setting your goals on Rotary's website.
I gotta be honest with you, that gets old. Using DACDB and not updating Rotary.org and multiple emails to data@Rotary.org gets.
I know, it's a challenge.
It gets old.
I know, sorry. So your foundation giving for your club, all-time giving since your club was formed, $66,977. Wow, that's amazing. You've got 14 current members who are Paul Harris Fellows, and you've got quite a number of points sitting there. So you could have more Paul Harris Fellows than this. And again, I'm taking all this data off Rotary's website. You actually have 2 major donors in your club, and you have a bequest society member. Paul Harris Society members are members that tell Rotary that they're going to give $1,000 a year. A Paul Harris Fellow is somebody that over time has given $1,000. So your 14 members, current members now, you've got some past members that are also Paul Harris, but I'm just talking about current. So Paul Harris Society members tell Rotary, I'm doing $1,000 a year. A major donor is recognized when they get up to the $10,000 donation mark, pure dollars. And then a bequest society member is somebody who says to Rotary, I'm leaving $10,000 or more in my will to Rotary. Somebody who really loves Rotary. So great stats here. Who would like to guess your average age of your club? Seth? 48.
55.
55. Anybody else? Peter, what do you think your average age is?
I'm sorry, madam?
Average age?
Near that. No, I'm sorry. That was the response I got when I made up in London, England a while back. The average age of our club is about 37 or 38, I think. Not counting Ed or me.
Okay, well, it does count Ed and you. And I took this off Rotary's website. So this is why I'm bringing this up. Last year, our international president, Holger Knack from Germany, was very, very interested in studying average age of Rotarians. He studied his whole country, Germany, had somebody put the stats together. How old are German Rotarians? Average age in Germany, 65. Yeah. Then he went to England, my home country. Average age in England, 75. We have a problem.
That's why I got the response I got in London. Yes.
We have a problem in my home country.
Oh, yeah.
Here's your average age. A little bit higher than you thought, Seth. And you know, if you've added some younger members, Brandon, that haven't got their age recorded yet, that number might be elevated. But still, we need to think about this. Who's going to do what you do in your community 10 years from now if nothing changes? Who's going to take care of the children and the students and the organizations that you help to keep afloat by your donations and your service projects? Who's going to do that 20 years from now if nothing changes? So I want you to think about this. We need to add younger members to all of our Rotary clubs across our district. I spoke at a club 2 weeks ago, average age 74. And I had them talk for a long time about what they're proud of in their club, because I wanted them to get that reality check. What are you proud of? What do you do? What have you done in the past? And who's going to do that 10 years from now? Who's going to support your community? So I really want you to consider that. Here's some additional questions I want you to think about. And you can take these to board meetings or just discussions during club meetings. What's your club trying to accomplish, and who is your audience? And how does your club take action in your community? Obviously, witnessing the students today. Wow, 2 amazing, outstanding students with a bright future ahead of them. Who do you have in your community that was there 10 years from now that's now a business owner or a bank manager or a shop owner or a small business owner? Who could you invite to join you? How does your club take action, and what's been your impact on your community? I really want you to think about this, and I want you to think about who you can invite to join you, to help you. I'm going to be doing some Governor's Excellence Awards later in the year. I'm going to be looking at clubs who do grow, clubs who maybe include some younger members under 40, clubs who maybe get their male-female ratio up to higher. You remember, 1985 is when women were allowed to join Rotary. Ladies, we've only been able to do this for like just a little over 30 years. One of my friends, a district governor in Northern Ohio, was the very first woman to join her Rotary Club, and she's now district governor. That was back in 1985. Her husband was a member, but she wanted to be a member too. And so she kept saying, why aren't women allowed to be in Rotary? Well, we are now. So here we are, and we're rocking the world, right? Okay, so Rotary Club of Batavia, this is what I'd like to ask you. Do we need to change? Should we change? Question is, do we want to change? This is a tight-knit group. You do a lot of things in your community. Who can you invite to join you? Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Let's think about modifying what we do a little bit to include more people. Thank you so much for letting me speak to you today. Appreciate it. I didn't know if anybody had a question.
Any questions?
Okay, very good.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, we can't let you leave empty-handed here.
Oh,
So
my goodness.
this is the coveted Batavia Rotary Cup here. Hopefully the emblem is.
Oh, yes,
official.
it's good. It's good. Because
Carol.
you've got cases of them sitting. Yes.
You're from what Rotary Club?
Oh, I didn't even introduce myself, did I really? I should have. So I'm a member of the Springboro Rotary Club. We have 32 members and our average age is 45. So, I'm the oldest person in my club and I'm the only retiree and I only retired on July 30th. So I'm very new to retirement. And so we have no retirees at all in our club.
Okay, now you mentioned that this club has 2 past district governors.
Yes. Yes,
Does your club have 2 past district governors?
we do not. We have one current district governor and one future district governor.
Future governor?
Future governor Doug Beakey will be 23, 24. He will be the next one after Frank Scott, who's in the Dayton Club. So in July 1, our year flips over just like it does for your Rotary Club. And Frank Scott will be in July next year. Doug Beakey out of my club will be the following year. So yes,
I raised that to just say that small clubs are mighty clubs.
yes, they are. Yes, they are.
The big ones are a little muscle bound.
Yeah. There you go. Well, thanks for having me.
One other thing I'd like to mention is, Carol is a little bit in a fog and I can't believe she forgot, but Hurricane Ida is looking for relief, okay? And I got the email from Carol that she sent out at midnight and I've passed it on to Nicole. It'll be on the website, the link for how we can contribute to that. Carol, do you want to just mention?
Sure, I can do that. So 3 districts in the South have been very hard hit. And I know other parts of the country have been hard hit too, but we're focusing our efforts on the districts that are within our zones. So your club is one of 48 clubs in District 6670. In our zone 30, we have 17 districts. We are part of Heart of America, which is zones 31 and 32. There are 31 districts in Heart of America, and this is 3 districts that have been very hard hit, Louisiana and Mississippi. And so we've had an appeal from those Rotary clubs, just like when the hurricanes hit Dayton, not hurricanes, we had 17 tornadoes come through the center of Dayton in 2 years ago. And the Dayton Rotary Club and the clubs around Dayton appealed to all the districts in Heart of America to help with some funds. The link shows you where you could go as an individual and do a $50, $100 donation to your ability or your capability. If your club wanted to do a donation, same thing. We are doing a supplies drive as well. I'm leaving Saturday morning with my district governor from Indiana, and that's where we were yesterday working out all the details in Indiana. We're going to be picking stuff up from 2 central locations on Saturday and driving these supplies south. So again, if you do collect supplies, you just need to let me know. I've got all week this week to pick up from you, or you could drop off. They need water, they need diapers, they need, well, the list is long of what they need, tarps, and cash. Cash is the most important thing.
I saw your email at 3 a.m. I won't tell you why, but it was very easy to click on that link.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Alan,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to take about 30 seconds to amplify Carol's story about women in Rotary. In 1985, there was a court decision that forced Rotary to do that. Now, this was not a female who wanted to join a Rotary club. This was a club that wanted to admit females. And the Rotary, and they did, yes. And then Rotary International found out about it and revoked their charter. They wound up getting their charter back, and I think Rotary, of course, is much better off for it. Women saved Rotary. The point I make is that it was not Rotary's resistance. The resistance came from a few of the directors from other countries. And there are some countries in which women are still not permitted to join Rotary. This is not one of them. And as I said, women have not enhanced Rotary, they have saved Rotary. And we're very happy about that. And Carol is the epitome of that in our district.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Speaking of women, we have a special guest here. Beth Kress is guest of Robin Hakes, and we're glad that you made it, Beth.
Thank you.
Beth has taken. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Can I stand here? Is
Yes,
that okay?
please.
My name is Beth Kress. I am the Provider Relations Specialist for Hospice of Hope Ohio Valley. We're out of Mount Orb, Ohio, but we service the Clermont County and Anderson Township areas. I am a Brown County native. We do not have Rotary in our area, so that's one question I was going to try to corner you later and ask some questions about that. I know our Maysville office participates in the Mason County Maysville area Rotary. So I have some questions about that. I am one of those former students, like the ones we had here and we honored. I was a junior fair board president and FFA vice president. I competed on many state levels in public speaking, job interview, livestock judging, things like those lines. So I love seeing the fact that you recognize those children and those upcoming future members of Rotary, hopefully, and citizens of our communities, that hopefully they will turn and give back. Presently, I'm on my volunteer levels. I am the president of the Brown County 4-H Committee. I am slated to be the vice president for Brown County Chamber of Commerce next year. I'm a member of Adams County Chamber of Commerce, and hopefully a future member of Highland County Chamber of Commerce if my application goes through. I am all about community. So I formerly worked as a marketing director for Eagle Creek Nursing Center, which is Sabre Healthcare owned. Also Adams County Regional Medical Center in Seaman, Ohio. Prior to that, I was a, they call it eligibility resource referral specialist. Basically, that is a Medicaid eligibility person for the state of Ohio. So I have worked for the state of Ohio for 12 years also. So I'm pretty well-rounded when it comes to both community and healthcare. I am not a LPN, RN, I am not clinically, but I definitely have worked in medical fields most of my life for government. I love this platform that we have going on here. I'm definitely interested. So as long as I can get some blessings from my higher ups, I'd like to possibly become a member of Rotary if you guys would have me. Any questions I can field for you?
One down, 3 to go.
I am a guest of Robin's. Robin and I have most recently met because of our crossing paths in the marketing world. I do represent Hospice of Hope, and hospice is one thing that a lot of people do not want to discuss, but we all know eventually that's a conversation that either we're going to have for ourselves or a family member or a loved one or a friend.
Oh, shut up.
He says in the commercial here. But if there's anything I can answer as far as Hospice of Hope, I am happy to answer any of your questions. But I am looking to expand my knowledge of Clermont County, Batavia Township, in any way I can. So anything anybody can do to help me, let me know. That would be great. I'm always open to constructive criticism and ideas.
Well, we're glad to have you. We meet on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th Tuesdays. We'd love to have you come back with Robin. And as you probably have found out from Robin, we have a lot of service and social activities that we do. It's a really vibrant, fun club, so we'd love to have you.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Tony, you ready to tell us about the most important thing that's coming up here in about a week? All right.
Yeah. I'll make it quick. I know we're short on time. So a week from tomorrow, our biggest fundraiser, the golf outing, Elks Run, shotgun start in the morning. A lot of people got to me this morning with the raffle prizes. I appreciate that. If anybody's got any, I'll take them. If you didn't bring them today, but you have some to bring, reach out to me this week. I can always meet with you. Or if you'd like to get to the golf outing early, I'll be there very early, setting out all the raffle prizes. We'll have other people working. Aaron just told me this morning that we've got a lot of whole sponsors committed, but I don't think we've collected all the money or near all the money. So if you are somebody that was able to reach out to someone that was willing to donate a whole sponsor, maybe just a friendly reminder this week by email or a phone call to get that in. Can't slip around. I'm not sure. And that's pretty much it. So we are at how many foursomes, Eric? Committed? I know mid-20s. So as long as we collect what we need to collect and people show that they said they were going to show and play, we should be in pretty good shape. So we've got 1 week to make that last push. Appreciate everybody's help. Let's get it across the finish. Seth?
Can we, I think if we're at 26 foursomes, make that the cap.
The max is 30. The max is 30. That's all the paper. So that's where it kind of runs. So we can go there.
And in saying that, I just had a gentleman approach me this morning and handed me a check for a Williamsburg foursome, so I've got that. What's that?
They were all counted.
Well, we've at least got their money. So. Mary Jane, Barb Bruner, Nicole, and Lisa are going to handle registration that morning. I'll be handling the raffle prizes, and Brandon, I'll probably get with you maybe by email this week about who our major donors are going to be, who's going to be there that we need to speak about. So that's put together. Do you have any questions
For
for
my
me?
guessing sake, the whole structure. A little bit of stuff on Friday.
Yep. And Aaron's going to get that to Mike. The name, the list of names. Mike will get the banner, the signs ready. So, if you're willing to come up and help out that morning, I'm sure we can find something for you to do. I could probably use some help throwing the raffle stuff out. But we're ready to roll.
I know Don Riglin is going to be there too. He'll be there at 7:30, right, Don? Okay, good. All right.
You gonna be there at 7:30 in the morning, Don?
Give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Okay, Tony, I want to thank you. I want to thank Shane, obviously, both co-chairs. This is going to be a great outing. I mean, up to 26. We've got a lot of donations already. Going to bring in a lot of charitable funds for the local community. So this is going to be a really fabulous outing. Pray for good weather. A few other things. We had our Empower Youth meeting last week. I think it was very successful. Got together and wrapped gifts. It was a lot of fun too, and made a big impact for needy kids in the community. Packed up to 300 lunches for them. Was really cool. Some other things that we've got coming up, just so you know, bowling. Keith is going to be at Batavia Bowl October 16th. Keith's idea, he's going to be there. Mary Jane also. They're going to be there. They're the first team out there together. October 16th is a Saturday. Yeah, we couldn't do it in November. November is going to be too busy. There you go. Always a Cancun lady. Okay. Okay. But we chose October 16th. We just got to figure out the time of day. Other things coming up. We're going to have our dinner theater that's going to be in the winter, probably January, February timeframe. I've been talking actively to Phil Dodge, who actually admits that he knows you, Mary Jane. He's over in the, he's going to be our point of contact for the luncheon that we're going to have for the veterans. May 17th over at the Warbird Museum. More to come on that. That's going to be a big event, probably have a couple hundred people there. Okay, that's going to be a great event. It looks like we might have Brad Winstrip talking at that too. So that's what we're going to be pushing for. We got some people that have some connections with him. So that might be a really interesting event. So a lot of exciting things coming down the road. Mary Jane had something to say here.
I'll wait.
You good?
What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably just going to call each member individually.
Okay.
Because we don't have time. So.
Okay, that's fine. But we do have time for happy bugs, right?
If you see my name on your caller ID, you better answer.
Okay, we're gonna have a little fun here, okay? Not that it wasn't fun with Carol here, okay? But happy bucks, we got to do. Obviously, we got to do some jokes here, right? So just a few. What do dentists call their X-rays? Toothpicks. What did one ocean say to the other ocean? Nothing. It just waved. Mary Jane, why do ducks have feathers? To cover their butt quacks. Well, I don't know. A little bit off color. Okay. Who's got happy bucks here? Anybody? I don't have the basket. Anybody want to? Okay. Peter, you got a happy buck?
I have indeed one for our students of the month, and the second one because Carol is here.
All right. All right.
have a happy buck because our governor, Carol, is here. She's a great leader. I've known her for a long time, and we have an excellent governor chain coming up. Our district is in very good hands, so definitely worth a happy buck. And this can't be happy, but I'm going to give a buck in honor of our past state representative, Doug Green, when I learned last Wednesday that he passed away from COVID when I was in a Boy Scout meeting. I was just devastated. So in honor of him.
I have happy books today for our students and for my guests. I hope that she becomes a member of this great club that we serve. I think she'll be a good asset, and I'm just happy to be here.
Great, thank you so much. Shane, I think some happy bucks for Tony and doing the heavy lifting on the golf committee. So we're excited to see how this is going to turn out next week.
Yeah. Thanks, Shane. Looks like you've been on the golf course, a little red in the face there. Huh? Playing.
For all of the above.
Dittos.
Everything everybody said.
All right, Tony.
It's great to see the students of the month in person again and seeing Ed do his thing. He's so good at it.
Anybody else?
It's a ditto.
Lots of dittos. Lots of
Ditto.
dittos. Okay, there we go. Yeah, put all this in my pocket. There we go.
Don't trip on the golf.
All right, there we go. Got it. Okay, we're all set. Very well, Carol.
Happy to be here.
So
And
much.
I love this club. Thank you for having me today.
So not least, we're going to split the pot, and Carol, you give us this. I think we had some pictures, but I just want to make sure everybody has a chance to win. So if you want to pull a card, any card. All right. Oh, the Jack of Hearts. Anybody? Nobody? Oh, I have the Three of Hearts. Okay. All right, good. Then the club wins. The house wins on that one. Okay, good. All right. That we went a little bit over, apologize for that, but appreciate everybody's attendance. I think we'll stand and say the four-way test. The four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned?